So remember how I was like, my skin is finally clearing up and I haven't had any big pimples and I'm so happy I got, back on just glutathione and everything. Well, I spoke too soon. I stopped taking my collagen, that powder mix, the Dosage collagen. Stopped taking it for like maybe 5 to 6 days, and my skin just kind of erupted. So now I have some pimples down here. I have a breakout on my cheek. I never get breakouts on my cheek. And my chest area, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's like little white heads popping up. And so the same with my back. And so basically the collagen, surprisingly, does a lot more for my acne than I knew. And I told you guys before how I have more prescriptions from my dermatologist to refill, and that I stopped and I got off of my medication, my dermatology medication, like back in July. And yeah, now I know why I was able to get off of it. It wasn't just necessarily the glutathione that helped clear up everything. I think it was both the glutathione and the collagen powder, because yeah, everything is like starting to break out again out of nowhere. And aside from taking the NAC, that's really the only thing that changed, is that I was just lazy last week, and I took all of my other supplements, so the milk thistle, the NAC, the glutathione, the vitamin C. I took all of that. And MSM. I just yeah, I was too lazy to mix together the collagen powder. That's the only thing I hate about the collagen powder. Now that brand, they do make collagen like the pills, and I tried it. I bought it, and basically you have to take like, I think if you take 3 of the pills, 3 or 4, like what it's recommended on the serving size, it like gives you like 3,000 milligrams of the collagen complex. But if you look at the scoop in the powder version, that one is like 9,000 milligrams. It just wasn't worth it to me. It's like much cheaper just to do the powder, but it's looking like the collagen might be like a long-term thing that I just have to kind of stay on, which, like I said, the only bad thing about it is like I just have to mix everything together, because you can't just with MSM you can just kind of like scoop it out, pop it in your mouth, and drink some water. But with that, I cannot do that. The collagen is like a bone broth egg mixture. It doesn't taste disgusting. It's a weird consistency. It kind of gets slimy. I don't know. It's just weird. But I thought I would just share that with you guys, that it's looking like that's if like you already suffer from adult acne. Like if you don't, then getting on it and then getting off of it probably wouldn't be an issue. But if you start to notice that your skin is clearing up and it's looking really great, then like sometimes it's good to like get off of things for a few weeks, just so you can see how is it benefiting you. Because when I take so much stuff all at one time, sometimes I can't like point out, okay, what exactly it's doing, what exactly it's helping. And so if you're ever like, let's say you watch some of these videos or you just watch other glutathione MSM videos in general, and you're just gonna like buy a bunch of supplements and just like start it from day one, I would probably just ease into it. So if you're gonna get on glutathione, just start taking glutathione, and then after you go through that purge and things start, if you go through the purge, you might not, and the purge is just like, some people like they'll have really bad breakouts for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and for some people you get flu-like symptoms. Not necessarily flu, I think that's a little that's going overboard, but it feels like almost like a cold, and you just don't feel yourself, but that only lasts for like a few days. But anyways, I would start out with that, and then once you see like your body gets used to it, then add on something else, like then add on milk thistle, or then add on NAC, and start your regimen like that. Because when you just start taking things that you've never taken before at once, it's really hard to see, especially if something goes wrong. Maybe like you're allergic to something, or maybe your body just reacts badly, like you won't know which supplement it is. And even so, like for getting like benefits, like, you know, if your hair starts growing like crazy, or if you used to have really oily skin and now all of a sudden you have just normal skin, it's good to be able to pinpoint, okay, what supplement is, you know, giving me the results. And I'm now seeing that the collagen supplement was doing a lot more for my acne than I thought. So just keep in mind. I'm really excited about the NEC. I started taking one pill at night as well, and I told you guys before I was going to do 600 milligrams. So now I'm just doing 1200. So it's one pill at night, 600, and then one in the morning, 600. And I'm just taking that with my, my first dose of glutathione for the day. And then for the vitamin C, I went down on the vitamin C to see if it helps with the bruising that I'm having, because I told you guys for some reason my skin, well, not for some reason, like I know why I would like it to like not. So I am just taking 2000 milligrams of liposomal vitamin C. So that's like 1000 in the morning with my glutathione, and then 1000 at night again with my last dose of glutathione. And we'll see how that goes. I'll see if I stop bruising. Like, I'll only know like the next time I decide to do something like very physical. Because it's funny, like even just like running into something like a dresser, I think that's how I got this one, and it's just crazy how easily skin bruises. I'm not very happy with how they look, and they usually take like 2 weeks to like go away. So yeah, don't really want that happening. I think we've already talked in the past about vitamin C, especially if you're taking liposomal vitamin C, if you're getting the vitamin C shot or IV, that should be enough to allow you to have, results and changes in your skin. That's, like I said, that's if you're getting IV or the vitamin C shots, or you're taking liposomal vitamin C. Now if you're taking just regular vitamin C, then obviously you could probably take a little more, just because it's just the bioavailability. It just doesn't absorb into your blood as well as the other types of vitamin C. So keep that in mind. Aside from that, I'm trying to think what else did I change. I think that's about it. I'm still taking the same dose with the milk thistle. Just 2 pills of that, and I think they're either 250 milligrams of the extract, so it's about 500 milligrams of the milk thistle, and I usually just take that in the morning, and it's still doing amazing for my skin. Like when I tell you guys, like my skin is naturally an oil slick, like my makeup will like start coming off, and it's usually really gross. If you have overactive sebum production, then it looks like it really can probably help. I think if I took another dose, so another 500 maybe later, like at night, I think that would probably keep me, or probably get me to normal skin. When I say normal skin, I just mean to where it's not necessarily oily, it's not dry, it's just right in the middle, it's just normal. Which I think most people, we don't want overly oily skin, because then, your pores get clogged and your makeup comes off and it's just gross, and people don't want dry skin because also it can clog your pores, and it just looks weird and you're peeling. And so I think right in the middle is that's the sweet spot for skin. And I don't plan on going back to my dermatologist or picking up the last prescriptions that I do have, because if I can figure it out on my own, then yeah, I just want to keep it like that. But I got set back a little bit, but I took a dose of the collagen today, and I'm hoping within maybe 7 days of taking it every day, my skin will get back to what it was like the last month, because the last month it was amazing. So we will see.